Hi guys, welcome back. It's Ben Cullen, the Bake King. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make the sorting hat from Harry Potter as a cake. It's so effective and I think you should all make it, definitely. If you're a Harry Potter fan or you've got a Harry Potter fan in your life, this is the perfect cake. And the hat is an iconic character and it's such an important part of the Harry Potter series because obviously it decides which house the wizards or witches go into. I'm not too sure myself what house I would go in. I could be one of the Weasleys. I think I could be like one of the Weasleys' cousins or something like that. Maybe that would mean that I'm Gryffindor, but I think probably realistically I'd end up in Slytherin, but I'd get into Slytherin, but I'd be the one sort of going, come on guys, like, that's a bit out of order. So I'd be like the good one, the secret good guy in Slytherin. I'd be one of the Weasleys, wouldn't I? I'd be a definite Weasley's cousin. What house do you reckon I'd be in? That's the question. I'd get to make this sorting hat cake and let him decide. So first thing I'm going to do, for your base and for the base of the hat, take a circle cake board. So depending on the size of the hat you want to make, if you want to make it real to life, it's about this big, isn't it? I don't know what that is, just go by like, I don't know, about think of if it would fit on your head, so I guess it's about 30 centimeters high. Roll out some sugar paste on it. So just roll it out and let those edges fall naturally. But also let them slightly overhang the board so that you're not seeing so much of the board. Then what I'm going to do to texture that, and this is a technique that I use a lot really to texture a lot of things, is scrunch up some paper towels and then press that on and it will leave like a random imprint, which is perfect for this kind of thing, for leather, for things like leather. Now I'm just going to start stacking my cake. So basically I want to create this simple cone shape first of all to the height of the hat. Then you're going to start carving it down, like I said, into a cone shape. First of all, this can be basically just a basic cone shape. Then cover the whole outside of it with ganache. There's two ways you can do this cake. You could carve the ridges and shapes out of the cake itself, but the easier way to do it and to have more control over the end sort of result and shape is to just ganache that cone solid and then use sugar paste to do the detailing and create those shapes and folds. So you've just got this circle base with the cone, and now I'm going to start using sugar paste to build up the facial features that this hat has. The sorting hat has this like sort of constant frown, doesn't it? And sort of down mouth, kind of looks like a bit angry and a bit of a mood. So they're the main bits you want to sort of get right first of all. But the great thing about this cake, the hat's kind of constantly moving during the movies. He's always talking, its expression varies very slightly, so as long as you get that kind of facial features somewhere along those lines, then you'll get away with it using the rest of the ripples. I always steam the outside of a cake. This is the same principle as putting edible glue on using piping gel. I'm just going to roll around a whole sheet of sugar paste and go back in, start pushing out those shapes, ridges, the eyes, the mouth, and get all those get into all those little creases that I've made. And like I said, you've got that slight freedom. You've got that sort of freedom to play around slightly with the shapes. To create the colour, I'm going to airbrush this whole cake. It's brown, the sorting hat's brown, but I'm going to use like an orange base before, so I'm putting a bit of orange into my airbrushing cup and then a bit of chocolate brown. I don't want just a dark brown, I want to give it that vibrancy that the Harry Potter films kind of gives off. Going deeper, going closer with your airbrush into the ridges, so under the brows of the eyes, inside the mouth. In the very creases of all of those folds, that's where you want the darkest, so that's where you'll go closer with your airbrush. If you haven't got brown, use red and yellow to make orange, and then add a drop of black and you'll create brown. Then play with those three colours to get the type of brown you want, so add a little bit more yellow to get more of a yellow undertone brown, and more of a chocolate brown, add that little bit of more of red. Be very sparing with the black because you add too much of that, it's going to go black. But that's how you'll create the brown. So as you want to build up in the creases of this cake, you add a little bit black, a little bit more black to your brown. And that's it, finished, the sorting hat cake from Harry Potter. As always, thanks so much for your support. I really hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you're not subscribed to the channel, then please subscribe. I'm going to be making loads more video tutorials behind the scenes and cake how-tos like this. And I'll see you all on the next cake video.
Better be Gryffindor!